Okay, and then when we start to inspect this our drive belt, we have to go in little bit different view in this belt, and we have to install our fingers in here, and we need to rotate that drive belt. And let's go to look closer. This drive belt inspection happens really that we have to see this inner part and also outer part. And this inspection purpose is to look that this looks like good drive belt's inner area. And we have to be in that kind of where are those holes and lines, this view in all areas in our drive belt. Remember, we have to check all areas in our drive belt that we have so nice inner part, and then also this outer part, it must be also plain like in that one. And we go through all areas, and we can rotate this belt little by start motor, that when we start a little bit and we look at what it looks like. And now when we look at my belt, we can see interesting things. When we look in that area, everything looks a little bit damaged in here. When we look that inner area, I can see small cuttings in that holes. That means that now this my belt, it is a little bit bad, and then we can look the issue area. Here, if we can see any areas that there is this material loss like in here, this is critical info that we have to immediately replace this our belt. And also, if we can see those small cuttings in that like back area, when we look that closer, it is bad sign. And let's go to look these areas closer. Okay, and now when we look that area, I have pencil in here, this green pencil. This is really bad cut. There has been happened something that in this area, maybe some bolt or nut has been dropped in here or some tools. And this area, there is really material loss, and this is really critical defect in drive belt, and that's we need to replace that drive belt immediately. And then when we look in that back area, we can see there are small cut holes in this belt when this is like curve position in here, that area. And this means that when the sharp point, what now I am touching, we can see that there is starting damage, and if we can see that kind of defects in this outer line, really these small cut holes in here in this outer line, then we need to replace this drive belt. It tells that our drive belt is in lifetime end part. Okay, and this was this information that how we should and we must inspect this our car's very critical part, this drive belt, because it especially rotates this water pump. But then we can also check that what those other things this drive belt rotates. Okay, and this drive belt, it really rotates in by this crankshaft movement. Pistons moves that crankshaft puller wheel, that part in this direction when engine is running, and that's this belt when it rotates in that way. This water pump is first part what starts to rotate, and then we go in this alternator area. There is tensioner. This part makes this belt in tight, because this must be to be tight, and we can check that this belt must be to be always like plain, and when I rotate, I can easily rotate that almost like 80 degrees in that area, but not more, because then we have bad tensioner, and then there is this support feel in here, and that one in here is our vane pump, power steering pump, and there is AC compressor pump in here. Okay, and these are those other purpose in this drive belt in here. Okay, and then my friend, thumb up if you have learned new things, and please do this service in your car.